promo from Jericho and the Inner Circle, and freaking Santana bringing the fire. I think Inner Circle has the upper hand. The passion from Jericho is unmatched right now. I think his delivery and just his charisma and just everything you see in his face and just getting all red and hot, with his promo, like the fiery passion we're seeing out of Jericho is unmatched right now. Yes, we saw Max get intense multiple times every promo really, but Jericho, man, I don't think. I'm scared of Jericho if I was anyone from the Pinnacle. But anyways, it was just the Inner Circle promo, man. I become. I can't wait till we go back to Daily's Place or AEW Live and start singing this. I think this is would be a good Friday Night Flights and Fights topic, but just off the cusp, like, what do you like better, Jericho, heel or babyface, man? And he works so good both. But it's so fun for both because, like, being the heel, it's fun to get insulted by Jericho. It's fun to hear his insults. And then it's fun to be on his side when he's a babyface. So
he knows how to rile up a crowd, doesn't he?
He does. You can just tell he was eating up that crowd as I would, as anybody would. I mean, if you heard him on the Broken Skull sessions, man, he said they would be kill for, like Peoria, 1,200 people in Peoria or wherever it was, like, Sheboygan, he said in the Broken Skull says, and they would kill for that. And, they're getting more and more fans back at Daily's Place, which is great. Yep. And so this little bit, it's just, you can tell every time there's crowd and they're singing his song that he's feeling the vibe. I mean, he's done it for 30 years, but, the one punch by Wardlow and then another punch by Hager, his rebuttal, throwing the straws, and he was pretty intense. I think he got ahead of himself and was almost too intense, missing the mic spot, but that was another person who scared me. Jericho's intensity scared me, his passion scared me, and Hager's intensity was those two are unmatched. And then the cherry on top is Santana, man. He looks like a star in that leather jacket, those shades, his slick hair. Man, he is a star, and you've always been a Santana and Ortiz fan, and now I'm proud and powerful, full throttle. And Santana, we saw the color of your blood. Now we will see the size of your heart. That was just like a boom. Gosh, loved every little bit about this promo. 100%, 100% Inner Circle is upper hand right now.
Whew. On me. See, I love hearing you say it, man. I feel like. I'm not going to – Santana absolutely – I mean, I love hearing you talk Santana up like that. He's – again, man, this dude is stepping up in another way and getting the opportunity to get that mic time. The guy's got that swagger to him. You could tell he's definitely feeling it right now. Santana's kicking it into another gear as far as his persona and his character work is going right now. Want to see him in the ring and see him against FTR. I think that's going to bring out the best of them. Iron sharpens iron. I think that's going to be a test of two incredible tag teams. We've really lauded a lot of praise at Dax for what he's been able to do to separate himself and really push FTR to another level.
Right.
And Santana's doing the same thing for his crew. So I really dig what the potential of this feud goes. For me, man, I'm on Team Pinnacle on this so far. I think Pinnacle is absolutely just I find like that the promos from Inner Circle are entertaining and they're funny, and
I was laughing out loud a lot.
And that's what goes back to like the babyface vibe, right? Like Jericho is a babyface, absolutely hilarious, funny guy and engaging. Definitely, you could tell he enjoys that front man of the rock and roll band persona, and he can kind of unlock a little bit of that more, unleash a little bit of that more as a babyface, just kind of soaking up the adoration of the fans and playing along, man. Yeah, but I like how intelligent the Pinnacle promos have been, man. They've just been very laser focused. You could tell, I think that this speaks to the makeups of the crews, right? I think that the Inner Circle is family, and they got that chemistry where like they date back from the beginning of AEW. So like they know like we are who we are. They got that they're comfortable with where they're at. They don't need to prove themselves to anybody. They kind of have that natural like confidence to them, right? Like just kind of got that like we got this. that only really comes when you know the guy next to you has your back and that you've been
Right.
through wars together. The Pinnacle, like the way that they're built right now, it's not about that, like that family vibe. It's about like we want to prove to the world that we are the best. And there's just a little bit more of that edge to where what I'm getting from them is a little bit more of that edge, man. That little bit more of that fire. There's something to be said for when you're on top, you're not as hungry as that lion who's starving, right? When you're the king of the jungle and you got a full belly, you got to watch out for those lions that are young and who are starving and who are hungry. And when you look at Pinnacle, MJF, you could tell this dude he's tired of hearing that his time will come. He's kind of, you could tell he's kind of he's taking that personally. He's kind of harvesting some of that energy of that. It's all praise. And that's a beautiful thing. It's all praise about MJF. And we all believe this man has so much potential. It's wild to think about how good he will be. This dude, we just got done talking about our Mount Rushmores. This dude has a potential for young fans. He's going to be on the Mount Rushmore for a lot of young kids, dude. Like this dude could be that good. But when you hear MJF, you could tell he's sick and tired of hearing, well, in 5 years from now, 6 years from now, he's going to be a top guy. MJF wants to prove that he's ready for that responsibility now. I think that, when we date back to the origins of Dynamite Download, MJF has proven time and again, dude, with that feud with John Moxley, Dictator John.
Phenomenal.
MJF is very, very ready to prove kind of that he is at the top of the food chain. And I think that time, that hunger is what is putting the Pinnacle over the edge, in my opinion. I think that extra hunger, that extra fire in their bellies is what's, I think, is making them, gives them the leg up. My opinion. I don't know. I see that edge in them, bro.
I can totally see that, man. I could see both perspectives. That's why this is going to be such a fun event in 2 short weeks' time. Unbelievable. I can't wait. And we talked about how, like,